Speaking of games that are, because we had this day in gaming, there was a list. There's 2 games that was showing today, but they neglected to post one on there. And this is a game that we played the demo on the channel to check it out, to kind of get an idea for it, because this was a style of game I've never really played, and so, at least to my knowledge, and so it was kind of fun getting to check it out, see how it played, what the idea behind it was, and all of that. So, and this game is releasing today, and that is Dverghold. I think I said that correctly. From the developer KvltGames and teams Sorghum, Sorgarn. Oh, they say slash Team Sorgarn. Interesting. Publisher AIP, who also helped publish The Great Rebellion from KvltGames. But they are also going early access, it looks like, for their release. And they say, why early access? We want to develop Dverghold with direct community feedback. The core dungeon crawling mechanics, combat systems, and character progression are going to be functional, but we believe player input on balance, difficulty, and additional content will help us create the best possible game. Early access allows us to build Dverghold together with the community. That's kind of again where I say things like that falls into you are paying to test our game. But regardless, for the description of this game, if you haven't, when the dwarves in Dverghold awaken something ancient beneath the Isle of Request, King Starin sent word across the shattered sea: brave the haunted depths, or let the darkness rise. Old school dungeon crawler with turn-based action, with turn-based combat, and atmospheric soundtrack by dungeon synth artist Splendorious. And like I said, we played the demo on this channel. It was a lot of fun. And yes, as this curator says, official Dev X account is based in pro-Western values. Recommend. And just to kind of rehash here on expand, damn you. Oh, it's kind of taken quickly. Hello, Real Wade Nation Gaming. How you doing? Got to hang out with me 7 days ago. I said if I could make it. I did not make any promises. I'm sorry I didn't make it though. That night I think I just ended up crashing because of already having somebody over at the place and all of that. So I'm sorry I didn't make it. My bad. But I didn't promise nothing. I said I would try. That's what I always get. I laugh. It's like I'll say I try, and I'm very intentional. I'll try to make. Anyways, back to. Well, it's still borking out on me. God dang it! No worries, Wade. You're good. It says, oh, okay. I forgot that. No big deal. No, you're good. You're good. Hang on. What the hell? The thing crashed out on me. Just crashed completely. Anyways, so yeah, a return to the golden age of first-person dungeon crawling. Lead the party up to 4 into haunted depths of Request, sorry. Grid-based exploration and traditional dungeon master, Eye of the Beholder, and Might and Magic, paired with tactical turn-based combat where positioning, timing, and the terrain around you can mean the difference between glory and death. And I believe we did encounter some of that when I played the demo. It was fun. I enjoyed it because, like I said, I hadn't played a game like that before. Between expeditions, return to your base camp near the mining town Grav Hollow. Recruit mercenaries, upgrade your camp, and speak with the characters there. Each has their own story to tell and their own part to play in Dverghold. Inspired by the blobber dungeon crawlers of the 90s, with home base and roster management in the spirit of Darkest Dungeon and the archaic soundscapes of Dungeon Synth, Dverghold is built for those who remember when games didn't hold your hand, and for a new generation discovering the genre for the first time. The Shattered Sea, when the last great age of civilization was sundered by the breaking of the earth, a new folk arose from the ashes and set their mark upon the world of Hirdengard, that realm which is now called the Shattered Sea. Through storms, pestilence, and ceaseless foes, without number, the dwarves of Dverghold were tempered, and by fire and iron were forged as the undisputed power of the Sea of Thorns. Dwarves' first forays awakened something ancient and hungry in the deep, and the shadows beneath Request began to stir. Weary from a brutal campaign against the mountain trolls, King Stern II now turns to the outside world. His envoys travel across the waters to the prosperous island city of Presdon, and beyond, seeking any who possess the courage or desperation to descend into the dark. From distant coasts, from battered ships, and from hidden corners of the shattered sea, they come. Adventurers, wanderers, vagabonds, willing to risk not only their lives, but their very souls to stand with Dverghold against the rising dread below Request. So yeah, you got your first-person dungeon delving. You navigate the halls of Request, level by level. Handcrafted dungeons full of secrets, traps, and worth. Every corner could hide treasure or death. Every step deeper reveals more of what lurks below. Tactical turn-based combat. Arrange your party in a classic front row, back row formation and engage in turn-based battles where positioning and timing matter. Prepare your skills, lure foes into hazards, and time your strikes. Instead of menu-driven combat, imagine a more first-person shooter like gameplay, but turn-based. Resources are precious, enemies are cunning. Sometimes retreat is the wiser choice. A place full of stories. Your base camp is more than a place to rest. Speak with the mercenaries of the Saltbound Company, the quartermaster who supplies you, and strange folk drawn to Request for their own reasons. Their words will guide you in a strange world of Hirdengard. Adapt and improve. Recruits come come with random skills and serve as long as exhaustion, disease, and dungeon will allow. Build your strategy around the roster you have, which may not always be the roster you wish you had. Build your camp inspired by the likes of Hamlet and Darkest Dungeon. Your camp near Inner Grav Hollow grows with you. Recruit new heroes, upgrade facilities, manage resources, and prepare for your next expedition. Death has consequences. Will you spend your hard-won resources to recruit a veteran warrior or press on with the green recruits? Every loss matters. Handcrafted dungeons, living depths. The halls of Request are designed by hand, not generated by chance, but the dangers within shift between expeditions. Monsters patrol where they will. Treasure caches hold what fortune allows. Doors once locked may yield to keys you did not have before. Learn the layout. Never assume you know what waits around the next. Holy moly. The Royal Decree. Let it be known across the Shattered Sea that His Majesty King Dverghold issues a solemn decree to all allies and brave souls of the realm and beyond. The newly claimed island of Request lies besieged, its mines and hollows assailed by unseen and unnameable fiends. Our armies, still blooded from their hard-won victory over the savage mountain trolls, can no longer stand alone against this fresh tide of horror. Therefore, the crown calls upon dwarves, citizens of Presden, wanderers, sellswords, and seekers of renown to take up arms and descend into the haunted depths and deeps of Request. Those who dare to face the lurking evil may find not only honor, but wealth, glory, and their names etched in the chronicles of Dverghold. Amnesty and royal provisions shall be granted to all who answer this call, but steel your will and bring what gear you may. For the shadows beneath Request show no mercy. By order of King Stern II. Original dungeon soundtrack. Dverghold has a dungeon synth soundtrack by renowned artist Splendorius and KvltGames. Splendorius has even exclusively composed an entire album for Dverghold. Haunting melodies and cozy atmospheric soundscapes accompany your descent. This is a full atmospheric album written for the game. Each track captures the essence of a fallen kingdom, melancholy, laments of abandoned halls, oppressive silence in the deep, and the corruption that has taken hold. This is the game for fans of dungeon synth, dark ambient, and atmospheric black metal. Let's go. The reclamation of Request, Dverghold unfolds episodically throughout early access as the mountain is reclaimed level by level. Each major update represents another section wrested back from the darkness. So this is interesting. They give you a bit of a, I can't think of the word right now, but a bit of an outline of what they are planning here. Act 1 for the Throne and Oath, early access launch, summer 2026. Your first expedition into Request, establish your base, recruit your party, and face what dwells in the abandoned halls where the dwarves once lived. Reconquer the throne of the Dwarven King, fighting your path through stone and marble of the Dwarven halls. Act 2, what lies beneath, is in development. Descend to the flooded caverns beneath the living quarters, which host a natural wonder deep underground lake and the ruins of a civilization gone. Act 3, the Twisted Realm, planned. The deepest section of Request await. What eldritch horrors lie in the heart of the corruption will be revealed as we descend together. Your feedback shapes each descent. Early access supporters help determine the path deeper into darkness. Full release, complete story arc through all acts, all planned content, additional polish. The final confrontation at the heart of Request. Hello there. Features at a glance: classic grid-based first-person dungeon crawling, turn-based tactical combat with positioning and strategy. Base upgrading, precision, so we'll already know. No hand-holding, just dwarves, eldritch monstrosities, and inexplorable darkness beneath a Request await you. Answer the call and descend. Dverghold. So they do have a new trailer too for the release or the early access. We'll maybe take a look at the first one and then we'll go. How about that? So let's get that going. Just to kind of get a first starting idea. Look at that. It looks like a Wampa. Unusual wall decoration. Nice. Oh! That was a fun thing. When I did try out the demo, like, it was very easy to get into, very easy to kind of understand the mechanics and stuff like that, or at least just how to play. I'm used to turn-based games as it is, so that was Brutus, and stuff like that. So for me, it was just interesting, just the way it was set up, especially like when you got bigger groups coming in on you and attacking you. That kind of took some getting used to, and especially then just the setup of the grid base and the way people attacked and how the enemies would attack you from behind. So, but anyways, here is now also their early access release trailer. We'll check out.
In wake of ruin rose a kingdom bold, to stay
I like that.
Upon the Isle of Request's hold.
Nice. Goddamn floppy disk. Old school dungeon crawling. Recruit heroes. Turn-based combat. That is kind of the thing I got curious about, was building the base up and stuff. Now he... Ooh, nice. Early access available on Steam on July 29th, 2026. 2206? 2026. I think they needed to I think they should re-upload this and get that corrected there, guys. 'Cause I don't think it should be 20206. That's way into the future, bruh. But anyways, yeah, so it's still, let me reload really quick and see what it says. So from this point, as I'm recording this, as I'm streaming this, it has an hour to unlock approximately. My curiosity then, I don't think it's going to be on there, but I'm going to check anyways, just because the trailer doesn't mention it. Now, I wanted to check GOG really quick just to see if maybe they had it on there, but they don't. No big deal. Steam is the bigger platform on, as it is, and so I get it. But if you want to, and I mean, it'll be curious. I don't see a price yet, so that'll be curious to see what the release price is going to be for early access. But if you want to, by all means, check it out. I'll be very curious of it. Like I said, I'm gonna wait and see the price upon release. Maybe I'll jump into the early access. Maybe I won't. I'll decide on that. I just know I have enough that I have lined up that I need to get around to. And otherwise, that was Dverghold.
Thank you for watching this clip from Respawn Roast Cantina. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out the full episode.